For another video. I'm here today at the park. Beautiful day, a beautiful day. This video today is dedicated to, of course you guys know I became a loan signing agent, and I'm also a notary public in the state of Virginia. And it was a nice day, and I thought about, just because we are a loan signing agent or notary public does not mean we have to lack on our health, as well our mindset, and also our education, because everything goes together. Of course, you know, being a loan signing agent, it's a lot of moving really fast to get to those signings, a lot of driving, a lot of meeting with people. And I thought about, hey, I always hear people say, let's walk through the documents. Let's walk through the loan signing documents. And today I was like, you know what? I can literally walk you guys through some information to become a loan signing agent, and also what you have to do to present these documents to a borrower. So a little bit about what I'm going to talk about today. Ooh, look at the sun. Woo. Look at this, you guys. It feels really, really good out here. So what I want to talk about today is basically being a notary signing agent, and also signing agent presentation, basically for a refinance. And from what I understand, I'm still new. I have not done my first signing yet, but I am getting good feedback from title companies, and also signing up for a lot of signing services. So just really trying to prepare myself for what's coming ahead with my business. So this presentation is basically recommended that we give a description of closing documents to present to borrowers. And also, these are designed to assist the notary signing agent who, as a notary public, is generally prohibited from explaining documents and from providing unauthorized legal or financial advice to borrowers. So guys, we cannot tell them why something is, but we can tell them where it is, and we can point to it in the documentation. But do not tell them anything about the interest rate or why their payment is high. You cannot do that. You have to forward them to the lenders for that. So today I'm going to talk, I have 4 or 5 sections I'm going to talk about today. The first one is the pre-signing confirmation. Next is the introduction. Next, we're going to talk about the instructions that you receive from your signing appointment. Then we're going to talk about your opening and also your closing ceremony. Look at this. Somebody put them here. Your life matters. Wow, look at that. Boom, a heart for you. The first part I'm going to talk about is the pre-signing confirmation. And stated in the code of conduct that the notary signing agent will confirm the appointment to sign loan closing documents with the signer. And with this, you're ensuring that all parties or witnesses signing the documents make sure that they have their identification, and also checks will be available upon NSA approval or arrival, and unless it's prohibited by the contracting company. So you want to make sure all the people that need to sign will be physically in front of you. If not, you can only sign that one person, and then probably another time you have to be scheduled to get the second signer signed and paperwork notarized. Okay, section 2 is the introduction. And some people, I can give you an example of what I would probably say. Look at this tree. Ooh, look at the tennis court. Now, I would probably say something like this. Hello, my name is ABC. I'm here on behalf of 123 Closing and Title Company. And that's the title company that I'm working with to conduct, my loan signing. So you can say something like, we spoke earlier on the phone. It's nice to meet you. And from there, you can just make sure that their appointment time is correct, the address is correct, and also any other pertinent information that you may want to ask them. Will the signing be outside? And things of that nature. Anything that you want to be clear of before you get there. Okay, section, okay, motorcycle, yes. It is so pretty out here. Ooh, I'm still trying to get educated while I'm outside. Okay, section number 3 is more of the instructions. So, as a notary signing agent, you should then provide a borrower with a state or, federally issued ID. Then you wait for them to invite you inside because it is their space, and you just want to make sure that you make them feel comfortable when you first arrive, because they may have an issue where you cannot wear your shoes inside, or they may want you to meet outside for whatever reason. Okay, once you do that, ask the borrower where you would like to conduct your signing. And really, you can suggest to them that you want all the signers to sit next to each other to facilitate the signing. So also you need to confirm that all parties that need to sign are present. And from there, you're going to check copies of their identifications all at one time. Make sure that it's state issued ID, photo ID, such as a passport, a driver's license, and they must comply with the state notary law and regulations. So really, if the borrower is unable to provide you with an ID, you should call the contracting company for instructions before proceeding with the closing. That is very important because as you proceed with the signing of the loan package, you will follow the closing instructions precisely. So you need to make sure. Oh, look at this. There's a little slime board. I'm at the park. Look, you guys. Yeah. So next we have section 4, and that is the opening. Look at the swing set, you guys. I'm still learning as I go, you guys, so hopefully you find this information beneficial. So the next section is the opening. I would like to start by giving an overview of the signing process. So basically, I would say the entire process would take about 45 to 60 minutes to complete. And I will also let them know that, they don't have to rush. I will be patient with them and don't feel like, they have to quickly sign over their documents. But at the same time, I will make sure that I keep the signing moving along so I can finish in a good, decent amount of time. Because from what I understand, that most people should receive their copies at least 3 days before, this appointment. So a lot of people may already receive their items, but if not, we still need to keep it moving in a respectable way. And I will also tell them that I printed the entire copy of the loan package for their records, but I will hand that over after the signing has been complete. And from there, I will make sure that everyone is using a blue ink pen, whether it's disclosed or not in the instructions from the company. All right. And from there, I would say you should sign your name exactly as it appears on the signature line of your documents when you first sign up. So some of the documents must be notarized. So it may also be required to administer an oath before completing the notarization on certain documents. And then I will say, as we review each document, I will give you a brief description of the document's purpose. Any questions that relates to fees, rates, and other loan-specific items must be directed to your loan, your lender, because I am not authorized to articulate beyond the general description of those documents. So, in addition, we must contact the lender or the closing agent before making any changes or corrections to the documents. And I would briefly say, do you have any questions before we begin? So, if the borrower requests an electronic copy, I would have to send him or her directly to contact the title and closing company. So next we will have section 5, which is the closing ceremony. So basically, as you walk through the documents with the borrower, you will find that, below definitions of the loan for the closing. It's suggested that to use the description as a guide as you walk the borrower through the loan documents. So what I'm going to do, this is in alphabetical order, but I'm just going to name a few documents that are used as we guide the borrower through their closing process. Number 1, we will have the borrower's certification authorization. We will have the closing disclosure, the errors and omission and compliance agreement. We will have to walk through the paperwork that has like flood hazard. Another form would be the form 4506T, request for your tax return, transcript for tax returns. We will have the GFE, which is the good faith estimate. We have the HUD and settlement statement. Another form is called the identification verification form. Ooh, it feels so good out here. Ooh. Impound account letter. Ooh, sorry, wrong step. Then it would be the initial escrow account disclosure statement. Ooh, I remember these guys when I was little. Okay, another form type would be insurance requirements, itemization of amount finance, loan estimate, the mortgage/deed of trust, the note. We will also talk about the right to counsel. Of course, you know that it's the 3 days that they will get. And, if anything needs to be changed, the borrower will have to initial and also draw one line, put the today's date, whatever the signing took place, and refer to your rescission calendar to make sure that you are changing the right date at the bottom of that page. Next is the owner's affidavit. We have a payment letter. We have riders. Now, there are many types of riders that you can see in a loan package, and I'll give you a few just to start out with. We have the planned unit development rider, second home rider, A-4 family rider, manufactured home rider. We have the condominium rider and the arm rider. So basically that is, and next we have some more types, which is called the servicing disclosure statement. They have the signature and name affidavit, the truth and lending document, and we will have the universal residential loan application. I know with this one, you really have to make sure you're checking or signing that first page on the top. Because I think it was a signature, but now I think you just have to put initials and your W-9 form. And basically, that is a few of the documents you would see in the closing, loan package. And I can make another video explaining each one if you need more clarity on that. Just a brief description if you like. And our next section, and my last section, would be how do you end the transaction? Now, first of all, what I always say, you need to check at least 3 times. Triple check your work, because you do not want a loan not to fund because of a missed signature, or someone forgot to or you forgot to stamp a notarization. So what I would do is I would make sure the borrower had their completed copy of the loan package. Then I would ask if I wouldn't ask, but if they ask me for electronic copy, I would direct them to the title company. And then under no circumstances would you email this form to a borrower. That is not allowed. So if the borrower does not have the proper funds to give you if they don't have the proper funds to give you per the closing instructions, you need to also send them to the title company or the lender. And so once you have reviewed and you sign all the documents, which concludes the signing, you can also ask them, do you have any further questions for me? And I would close and say, it was very nice to meet you, Mr. or Mrs. ABC. I hope you feel this was a positive experience, and thank you so much for your time. So this is part 1 of my walk through the documents. Literally, I'm walking you guys with me through the park with the documents. So hopefully, we got to keep our exercise up to par, because we got to make this money. We have to run here and run there. So I said, why not walk and talk? So until next time, seekers, make sure you keep studying, learning, praying, and also be the best you mentally, physically, and also let's make this money. Let's go. Loan signing agent student here. Peace out.